Hello everybody, welcome to another pick a card. So today's actually going to be a little bit more half and half channeled. I'm probably going to use only Oracle. I have one tarot card here, which I just realized. The colors. Yeah, I just realized that the color theme so what I do when I'm choosing decks and things for tarot readings, I visualize the cards or the decks that I have. It's kind of like, and then it just like one will pop out and I'm like, okay, that's group number one, we'll use that oracle deck or whatever. But I realized all of them are purple and pink, which is third eye and healing. So maybe this is going to be very healing for people. I don't know. Also, I'm very hyperactive, so I don't know, I sat down and I was like, well, I'll just do a normal pick a card reading because I'm hyperactive, and just kept getting the nudge to just go with it. Use the energy up channel. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I was stimming there a second ago just to shake off the energy, and I'm still hyperactive, so yeah, so we're gonna use I can never say the name of this, Chrysalis Tarot today. But yeah, I don't know, this is just going to be a channeled message for you. I don't know if it's from your spirit guides, whatever. You set the intention of what you kind of want clarity on, or if you're just open to whatever, because that's probably what's going to happen, then yeah, whatever. So, for group number one, I have this oracle deck. That's where we're going to get messages from. This is for group number one. For group number two, we have this deck. This big one here, this big dick. For group number three, we have this. So yeah, they're all pink and purple. It's just the vibe today, pink and purple. Yeah, and the timestamps will be down below. And yeah, let's just get straight into this reading today. Okay, so hello, group number one. I'm actually going to be holding this in my crotch. Actually no, I might just keep it here on the table. I don't really know that much about crystals, to be honest. It's not something I like to focus on or concentrate on. I like using them for different things, like in my craft, but like for example, I like holding this when I'm meditating or something. I just love it. It's heavy, it makes me feel weighed down. And like, look at that. The motherfucking earth made this. Like, are you kidding me? What the fuck? It's amazing. So yeah, this is what I'm going to hold on to. I don't need this. You don't need crystals to channel, by the way. I'm just using it because it's a way for me to sort of keep me grounded in, if that makes sense. Otherwise I will be rocking over and back. So that's just why I like to have something heavy to kind of keep me anchored, if that makes sense for people. If you know, you know. So yeah, I don't really know what's going to come up with these readings, but that's what we're going to find out. Okay, so that's weird. Just a little bit broke off there. Ooh, that could be a sign. Yeah, I'm actually getting a message. It's like something was in your path and you broke through it. It's almost like chopping down a tree so that you can see clearer. Just because these little pieces, selenite breaks off, but two little pieces, just like one piece broke in half. So it's I just saw a tree or something like on a path being cut down. Okay, but now I'm gonna go a little bit more inward to see what we see. Okay. Okay, the first thing is I'm actually seeing myself on a train. This could be a memory for some people, could be past life stuff, it could be whatever, but what I am seeing, remember, not everything is literal. I'm seeing a tree train, sorry, I've seen a tree earlier on, but there's trees outside. It actually would remind you of like Harry Potter when they're getting on the train, but it's more of a yeah, like black and white. So it's, when I see that, it sort of means that it could be a subconscious thing or something from the past. So it's like I'm seeing this like in you could have had a dream either of being on a train, or you might have dreams of being on trains. Oh, whoa. Or for some, they're showing me, for some people, this is not for everybody. Some people feel like they're going round and round in circles, and they're like, when does this train get to the destination? And it's like, well, you're going around in circles, just jump out of the train when it stops next time. I think it's trying to say, like, you're the one that's in your own way. Like, when the train stops, just get out. You're in you're going around in loops. But that's not for everybody, because I felt fear for some people, or confusion around a fear that they don't want to approach. So that's for some people. But yeah, let's get back to my little thing, because I was enjoying that. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm seeing like nostalgia for some of you. So this could be a memory or something that you used to do when you were younger. Maybe some of you actually went on a train to go and visit Santa or something like that. And it's maybe something that you want to do with your kids, or if you don't have kids, maybe this is something that you feel like is missing in your life. That sort of Christmas spirit or something along those lines, like the magic of Christmas, or like going to like Harry Potter land or something like that. I think there's like a part of your inner child that's sort of wanting and screaming out to you, saying that you gotta come back to things that maybe you said you would never want to do again, or you would never want to sort of be a part of again, because of the memories that it brings up some sort of emotions, like, oh, there could, ooh, ha, hey. Sorry. There could be a loved one, because I'm getting a lot of like when I see like the clouds open up with like a halo, it's like, hello, it's us. It's like people who passed on. So someone could have passed away, and these memories of like when you were younger and doing these things around this time, it's sort of bringing up things for you. Ha! Okay. The color purple and pink is definitely why my spirit team chose those cards, was trying to send me a strong message here. This is about healing, this message, and it's saying open yourself up. Let yourself cry. Let yourself release these sort of trapped emotions. And with the train as well, you don't have to get off. The way they're showing me now is like this. It's also like an accordion. It's kind of chaotic, and it's like, so right now things might feel a little like emotionally, sort of, you're being pulled in and out and in and out, like you're up and high and low and high and low, and it's a little bit like a circus for you emotionally right now. But first they showed me like on London, in the London tube system, like you go to the whole way to the end, and then it goes backwards again, which is it going forwards. So it's like this thing. It's like, it's okay. The train's gonna keep you there until you know when it's time to get off. Because right now you don't really feel at home. And it's funny because like the homeless would get on the train and they would just kind of ride the night out, even though they're not really allowed to do that. It's kind of what they're showing me right now is what's going on with you, is like you're sort of trying to ride this one out. You know, like, you know that life is waiting for you, like, and that there's no rush. Or sorry, I meant to say, like, you know that there's no rush and life isn't going to just pass you by. Like, you know you're going to get out of this, but there's just something that feels a little off, and it feels like you're missing something. And it has a strong thing that is connected with missing someone and missing memories that you wish you could just replay and do again. But this is the thing, I think you can replay and reenact these memories, but you gotta find the love in the people around you that you want to sort of, it's like they're saying, like when you were a child, your parents and whoever was doing this for you to see you happy. So it's like the roles are reversed. You got to do these things for people that you want to make happy and see them smile for whatever reason. Okay, that's 8 minutes. My god, I could do that. See, once I close my eyes, man. And I know you guys love when I do that, but then there's people that are like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're just making that up. And I'm like, do you even know what do you even know this is what it's all about? Like, we're making it up. What if we're making everything up? This whole existence. Isn't that scary? It's the people who don't enjoy the things that people enjoy doing and ruining the magic. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up is because I feel like I do see like a big sucky hole thing, like a black hole. I think there's like people that are keeping you in a fear-based mentality, and you just gotta get out of that. Like, live your life, do whatever it is that makes you happy. I know that's so like cliche and everything, but it's actually the truth. Like, what is the point? What's the point? I don't know what the point in that is, but I'm just getting that through. They're just like, what is the point in these people saying these things that's just to keep you down? Or to keep you going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's like, they're saying baby steps though. Like, it's just give them less and less and less each time. It's hard to get away from certain people. That's what I'm getting. Okay. You can't just get away, and that is the thing. So easy to say, oh, just cut those people off, but that doesn't always work for everybody. And for this group, it feels, for most of you, it's like, no, that doesn't really work. What do we have here? Okay, we have think it through. Okay, so that sort of gives the it gives me more of that whole train analogy of like you waiting, you know, you're just thinking it through right now. So whatever big decision that you have to make right now, it's okay. Just have this interaction with yourself as well. Have like an internal conversation, you know, speaking to yourself. And maybe you do want to go back and sort of tune in and try and relive memories that you sort of have suppressed. Maybe that will find a way to your heart so that you can sort of open up again and heal that part of yourself. Okay, let me see. What is it though really that this group is trying to think through? Okay, strength. We have strength, and that's so funny. I seen those in my little vision there. You know these things, what do you call them? Power cables or whatever. I seen that, power cables, because you know when you're on a train you see a lot of them. So yeah, this is Papa Legba. Sorry, I don't know all of the characters in this deck, but I love this deck, so don't judge me. But it is represented by the strength card, and it's funny because this is sort of the vibe that I was getting. You know, a little bit of a traveler vibe there. Not so much homeless, but just someone who's just, oh come on. Literally what I kind of seen was someone who's just sort of let everything go and is ready to just let everything go. But maybe this is not exactly what your higher self and future self is wanting you to, you know, think too deeply about. It feels like it's sort of an escapism thing where you're like, I could just pack up all my bags and just go. But what's really wanting to be acknowledged here is just because you can choose to go back down one mountain doesn't mean that there's another mountain on the other side. Or just because you cross, strength card for me is always sometimes about like this pull between kind of, you know, what we're more comfortable with at the time. So it's basically what strength card is. It's always represented by the infinity symbol. It's like, you know, we go over here on that, we choose to be on this side now because this side's agreeing with me more, and then we're like, oh, and we get to the middle point of the infinity symbol, and it's like we sort of realize, and we're like, shit, I'm putting myself in a box, or I'm, you know, you realize what it is that you needed to heal or whatever, and then, you know, then you start to go over to the other side because that side taught you the wrong lesson, so now you're trying out this side. It's this back and forth of like trying to find the center point. And with the strength card, it is, you know, taming the beast within, or someone outside of you trying to help you. But what I'm seeing here is that you're trying to tame the beast within yourself, and you're doing it in the best way. So that's one thing I want to say, is you are definitely one of the 1% of people that choose to do it in the way that you're doing it. And I see your spirit team are like, yes. Well, that's my guides showing me that. But for all of this group, I'm just seeing a lot of applause being like, well done. If anything, you learned how to deal with things in a healthy and humane way, not a brainwashed way that most people are sort of reflected into or brainwashed into thinking. But yeah, I hope that helped group number 1. If you actually like these kinds of pick a cards, please let me know, because I'll do these all the time. Honestly, if you like more cards, I'll do more cards. But if you like these better, I'll do these, because I love tarot cards, but this is easier for me. Sometimes I do this in my personal readings as well, and people seem to, so I have certain clients that don't really want me to use much tarot. They want me to do more of the channeling stuff, and it does be a little bit more personal, obviously, because this is collective stuff. So if you want me to do more of this, I will do it. One thing I want to say, I was going to say it in the intro, so if you would like to join my community, for new people that have joined, just click the link and everything down below. When you join, I will send you another private link for you to get your seat, grab a little seat, a virtual seat, so that I will do, once it gets to like 10 people, I'm gonna do like a live Zoom or something, maybe Zoom, maybe this other thing I have, a live Zoom, and then I'm just gonna chat and hang out, but also do like free readings for everybody, those 10 people, like quick one, not super long. So if you want to join the community, I'd love to have you, and yeah, thank you all, excuse me, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye. Okay, I look really oily or whatever. What? Hello, group number 2. So I am going to be holding this. I showed group number 1, but look at it. It's fucking unreal. When this light shines on it, oh my god. And I always say this. I'm like, look what the earth made. The earth made this. Like, this is the only thing that amazes me about crystals. People are like wearing them and stuff and like think, oh, collect crystals. But when I look at them, I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, selenite is like my favorite because of this whole like lightsaber thing. Anyway, I use this to keep me kind of anchored in. And if you're someone, the reason I'll actually mention this, if you're someone who's actually neurodivergent, like myself, then you having something to like ground you or hold could be something to fidget with when you're doing like mediumship. If you feel like called to start practicing like mediumship or tapping into your intuition, having something like a crystal is good. Just for the fact I don't know a lot about crystals, to be honest, but even just having anything to kind of anchor you in is good. Okay, because once you are using your physical human senses to sort of, especially this is heavy, once you're using those senses, it keeps the mind sort of, not too, it doesn't float you off too much. You can kind of remember and go back into your body. Because I think there needs to be more talk about like what's good for mediums to do. Because when you over talk, your throat gets croaky because you're channeling information, and I noticed that with myself. If I channel for too long, or that's why the tarot is good to have like as an in between, because if I'm just constantly sort of channeling information and using the sight, then I keep doing that. I need to just keep it here because parts break off of it. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't know. See, now I've lost what I was thinking about. So I'm already starting to get information for this group. So what we're gonna do is, you're getting the color pink as well. Actually, pink flowers, and it's funny because this deck actually now, I look at it, has this symbol. I forget what this symbol is. Someone remind me. I know that these are bioenergetic symbols because I kind of use that for my own self. I think this has something to do with the womb space or something. But these are signatures. That's the energetic signature of whatever that is. I forget what it is. So I know like the thyroid and different ones, but yeah. Anyway, there's a little fact for you. But it's the flower. Something to do with the flowers for me. Actually, the 3 petals is giving me friendly vibes. Also seeing like your spirit guides are showing this group. Some of you are being shown to me a like really summery dress with like baby blue and pink. I don't know why they're showing me that. It's just a little starting point. I think it actually, if any of you are here from group number 1, it's actually for you guys. I don't know why. So there you go. Maybe you came here because you felt like you needed to watch this group. It's something to do with that blue dress and the flowers. Anyway, for anyone else in this group, I feel like, first of all, you need to spend time with your friends. Yeah, like I'm seeing having people sitting down and sort of catching up, but doing actually weird. Okay, I'm seeing you all sitting down and, oh, this is a fun idea. I don't know if you're stuck or you're wanting to do something with your friends, or you're wanting to connect more on a deeper kind of level, because maybe you felt just disconnected from your friends or the people in your circle this year, and you're like, now all of a sudden you're like, okay, I want to change that. Like, I just sort of lost myself this year. I lost the human interaction that, is necessary for my own mental health. So I think activities is the way to unlock parts of the psyche so that you can connect with these people, because it feels like your souls are not sort of seeing each other. It's like you can't see what their soul sees in you anymore. It's like that's the disconnect I'm seeing. It's not that you don't know who they are, what they're about. It's you don't know what their soul sort of is trying to tell you. If that makes sense. So, because it doesn't feel like there's anything really wrong. It just feels like it's lost its depth. That's the word. But you're finding it, group number 2. So yes, I think this is a message from your higher self that you need to now be creative with ways in which you can get people together. And I'm actually seeing a really fun idea. Like, I've not really thought about this ever, but it's such a fun idea. Oh my god, like if this is a thing, I think this is a thing, but I never seen them explain this to me in this way. So they're showing me like having your friends over, doing a fun presentation, and like having like you could do it like a whiteboard or like a, what do you call those things? I'm seeing them being pulled down from the roof. What do you call them? Or you can just pull over curtains, anything, white wall, anything. A screen, like a screen for a projector. What the fuck? There, that's it. I'm seeing that, and then I'm just seeing people standing up, and each presentation is different. Like someone's doing like their presentation on their. it sounds bad, but my spirit guides are actually trying to, say here that making us all sort of feel okay by doing a presentation on the things that aren't or were not okay about that year. It's sort of a way, the way the theme of this is just basically getting your friends together to sort of talk about the things that that they kept hidden, and that the things that they didn't actually, tell anyone, like their secrets sort of that they're now ready to open up about, because at the time it wasn't really a secret, it was just I wasn't ready to talk. So one of the things is some of you may suffer with eating disorder or something along the lines of like food problems, and it's like that's the first presentation that I saw, was someone explaining their journey with their eating disorder or their relationship with food or whatever. And it's actually so nice. I don't know, something about this night. It's like a really emotional night, because then there's other people. Now, this is not everybody. Some people are literally just gonna sit down, have a glass of wine and talk. But for a few of you, I feel like this could be a general thing that you might feel like you want to do, even just someday. It might not be that you have to do it now. Remember, when I channel, there's no time frame with this. And there's also, it doesn't have to be the extreme. I see the big picture of the romanticized version of it, because I'm literally using the creative force of connecting out with the cosmos or whatever. So the information that comes in sometimes is very like magical. So you don't have to go this out there, but it's just a really fun activity, and I'm actually going to write that down. So thank you, spirit guides, because I'm going to write this down and do this someday, because especially coming up to the end of the year, this seems like a very healing thing to do with people that you love and care about. And yeah, like if that's too out there for some of you, what a weird thing. I did not expect this information to come for this group. I was like, what are we gonna get? This is just so random, like, but I love it. I love this. So yeah. This actually reminds me, okay, I think I'm done. So these things are really healing, and they're fun because you get to like, you get to do something with friends that is healing. And it doesn't have to be about the spiritual side of things. This is a thing. I think one thing that annoys me about people who are on their awakening journey, they sort of shut off their friends and think that they're not awake and things like that. And it's like, that's really toxic actually, because there are ways around everything. So people who think that they are disconnected from their friends because they don't have anything in common with them, you're not being creative enough to, do something that helps that person sort of see that, you can do things that they enjoy. They might not just be caught up to things that you're interested in just yet, but that doesn't mean you just let them go. You let people go if they're toxic, obviously, but not in this case. It seems like this is just, it was a period of like, what do we talk about kind of thing. But that's the thing. Everybody kept quiet about the problems that was going on, it seems, in this group. So the reason you feel disconnected is because everyone involved has lost connection. So, and we actually have this self. Oh, that's so funny now. I see the deck that they chose. I'm just the number 3. I'm thinking the 3 amigos, And the 3 petals make so much sense now. 3, 3, 3 all around. So let us see. What are some other ideas actually for this group? Because that whole presentation thing, that seems like a lot of work for some people. And you know, it's like giving people an assignment. Oh god, I don't know. It's funny. Okay, let me see. Look to the stars. Okay, so you could do a cozy night where you sit outside and you just look up at the stars. Literally, I want to do this. I can't wait to like. Not, it sounds so bad, but I can't wait to not be in Ireland. Just so that it's not, where I live is just super cloudy. I can never sit outside and look at the clouds or look at the stars because it just doesn't, it's so anticlimactic. I want to sit out, I want to have a cup of tea, I want to sit and look and just look at all the stars. Like, I basically know it off by heart now. Chanting. Wait, I think I need to pull one of these now. Ooh. Ooh. It's so weird. It's like everyone is aligning with a constellation or something. Weird. This is weird. Maybe this is something you and your witchy friends want to do or something. I don't know if you're witchy or... But it's like... It's actually sitting around... Oh! Oh! They're giving me all the creative ideas today. I'm actually seeing people sitting around holding hands. It sounds like, it looks like a seance or something. And then it's like, going with a certain tone. So this looks cult-like. But I'm seeing people sitting around and there's something in the middle. And it's sort of like a way to connect with a constellation or a star or anyone that's interested. If you're watching this and you like sky astrology, hi, that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, love that. Love that. We have the Celtic owl, the hanged man. How interesting. Wisdom from the ancestors is literally stargazing. So we have the hanged man, and it's funny, I'm seeing the hanged man as sort of like, you know, there's a lot of birds in the constellations, like imagery and symbolism of birds. I don't actually know, is there a constellation that there's an owl? I need to check that out. If there is, comment down below because I would love to know. And yeah, the Celtic owl. The message I'm getting with this is you guys have been very, very patient with your friends and yourself, so don't. I kind of talked a little bit earlier, but I was more so preaching to the choir, not really to you guys, because I feel like now they're showing me you've been really present, you've really taken the lessons and things on board, you've really been patient and sat with yourself, and now it's like you're ready to sit with others and explain in a very patient and calm way. And the hanged man is sort of about, you know, being that kind of person that holds space for other people, and also the hanged man can sort of be that drop down from the wisdom that you know, bloop, when the ancestors or whatever drops in a little drop into your consciousness. That's what that card feels like for me. Oh, let the card underneath it. Shut up, the star card. Look at that. I swear. Can't even make it up because that's literally just what I saw in my my vision. Love that. Okay, last thing. Anything else they need to know? If you know a brook, if anybody watching this knows a brook, I don't even know a brook. If anybody's watching this and they know a brook, she needs to believe in herself more. She is a star. She is... Good things are coming. And hope is on her side. Sorry. That felt very personal. And I love that. Because it was. So, there you go. Whoever hope is. Hope! Hope or Brooke. Both. I don't know. Hope and Brooke. Okay, that's why. Okay, the Tower card. And the Six of Stones. Yeah, this is like a tree that has been struck down by lightning, you know, like and then we have the Six of Stones, okay? And this the Six of Stones is really, it's sort of about the balance that you needed right now to bring you back to earth, okay? And I think that whatever has happened this year, all the moments where you just felt like you've been struck down and punished or something, like, it just feels like, because this is Kali, that energy of, you know, transformation can sometimes look very scary, and it can sometimes be for people traumatic, but it's those sort of things, those big events that, you know, are kind of traumatic, are the things that we always will look back on and be like, that really changed me as a person. And I think that that's what's happened here. But looking within now, again, the Celticness, bringing you back to your roots, I think that this year was, for group number 2, this year was definitely about grounding you back into your own turf and your own family tree. The people who really matter and support you is what this whole year has sort of been about. It's like, if we want, and the 6, this was a 6th year as well. Why am I getting so like, oh, the year's almost over kind of thing? I don't know. It seems like that's the vibe that's coming with this. And oh, that's cute. Sorry, the way they're showing me this tree as well, like with the little things that are dangling down, the little gems. It's sort of like you could also have a night where everybody prints out their favorite pictures or something and sticks them on the wall, and you have like a little end of year. Oh, it could be like end of year night, New Year's Eve. Sorry, Jesus Christ. And I do feel like some of you people, your group might be departing. I think that some people might be planning to travel or leave or something like that. So it just feels like this group has something special to celebrate, which is kind of bittersweet in a way. It's kind of emotional, because maybe someone from your life is going to just be ripped away because they're going to go explore and travel, and it's just like hard for you because you felt such a deep connection to them all growing up for so long, and then maybe for some of you then it just kind of fizzled out, and now it's like, but you know, the guilt kind of getting like there for some people. But yeah, that is all I have for you, group number 2. I just want to mention, because I mentioned it to group number 1, if you want to join my community, the first like 10 people to like join the community, I'm going to do first, it's only new people that join, and I'm going to do this every so often to get kind of people on there, to kind of interact more with me, because I want to spend more time on that. I kept saying I was going to do stuff with it, but I just want to get people over there to just have a community to actually talk to people. So yeah, if you want to join, I'll be doing an event whenever we reach 10 people who join and the seats are filled. We'll do an event, and I will do free readings for people, like quick ones, and we'll also just have a chit chat and get to know each other. So yeah, thank you so much for watching group number 2, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Okay, hello, group number 3. How do you do? I need to pee because I'm drinking another cup of tea. I just like to take breaks in between. Anyways, so I've said this to all the groups, I'm going to be holding on to this big daddy of a selenite, and you don't need a crystal. I don't know what I said in each group, but I said different things. But you don't need a crystal to channel. That's not why I'm holding it. I'm holding it because it anchors me. It's quite heavy. Sometimes for me to meditate is kind of difficult because, well, first of all, for meditation, I'm just trying to clear my mind. I'm not trying to visualize. So I'll use this but also it keeps me on track when I am sort of channeling. Having something like this to weigh you down keeps you kind of in your body, because your brain sort of is like, oh, I'm holding on to something heavy, so you know, you're kind of still in your body, if that makes sense. And yeah, some of you are going to the lake house or something. Is that true? I don't know, I just heard it and I seen it. Anyway, I'm gonna start now. So let us begin. But yeah, some of you are going down to the lake house, or down by the docks, or you know where I'm actually seeing my guides are bringing me back to a place that I've been to, which is Provincetown. It's like a gay village in like Boston, but they're bringing me back to that. So it's something about like, or maybe you're going to Cape Cod. If you are, imagine, oh my god, I'd love that. I'd love to go there again. Yeah, there's just like there's a vibe there, so I don't know what that has to do with, but that's the first little thing that they are showing me. I want another cup of tea, or sip of tea first. Okay, now I'm going to close my eyes and let's just see what comes for you guys. First thing I wanted to say before they start showing me things, don't show me things yet. These messages are to be interpreted in whatever shape or form you would like to interpret them. This is like looking at a painting and everyone has their own view on it. So this message is for you, but it's for you to, yeah, like basically what I already said. So sometimes I might say things and it might not be exactly that literal. This is not really a future prediction or anything like that. This is just a channeled message, and sometimes channeled messages don't really mean jack shit other than they get you thinking and moving in a direction towards you where you need to be. Geez, they went a little bit harder with this. Maybe you guys are a little more skeptical, and rightly so, because I feel like your trust with certain people, you've just been rubbed in the wrong way by a lot of spiritual folk, and I get it. I get that. So yeah, oh yeah, there's just a tingle up your back with certain people, and not in the right way. Like some people give you the shivers. I'm hearing that Ed Sheeran song. Sorry. Okay. Okay, let me see. This group actually might find it hard to visualize. Because I don't find it hard to visualize, obviously, but now I'm looking for something. I'm actually just hearing things. I'm not actually seeing anything right now. So this group, you might find it hard to visualize. And I want to just say to you guys, seems like more of a talking thing here going on with me. I'm being told to tell you that, you know, psychic ability is within all of us. It's just, you know, hard to figure out what you are and what your gifts are, and like what your sort of intuitive side of life is. Like, how do you do that? And that's up to you. Like, some people are very intuitive at cooking. You know, they can just start cooking and throwing things together and they make amazing meals. Some people are just naturally gifted at writing songs. It's what is your intuitive gift? Like, what is just something that easily comes to you without having, like, you know, you didn't have to do the research, you didn't have to read the books, it just naturally is you. It could be, this is trying to say that you need to get back into that, or use it as a way for you to, you know, tap into your intuition, like wake it up a little bit. Okay, because there's nothing wrong with not being a certain type of psychic or whatever. Like, I would love to just try out the whole knowing things, just knowing. Because there's so many people in my life that just say things and they say it with such like firm belief that they just know that that's it, and it's not always like arrogant thing. It's like they just say things, and if you're very highly sensitive, you're going to pick up that that's coming from a place that is not, you know, just pulled out of their ass. This is literally coming from there. So Yeah, and I do actually get a feeling here that you guys are this group. You're more the psychic energy that is geared towards, like, you just do things and you say things and it gets it done, and that's it. It's done. It's like, this is it. You just know what people need to do and you say it to them. Now, don't let yourself be humbled with this gift. That's the thing that people need to learn. People that just know. It's called, I think it's claircognizance. I can never say these clairs. Why are they so confusing? You just know, okay? But with that gift, don't be the person that's like, I know everything. Like, I'm always right. No, that's the one. I'm always right. I'm always right. Don't be that person, because you will get humbled. Trust me. You don't want to be boastful with your gift, because it's not a gift, actually. It's just a different way of being. Okay? People see that I can visualize as a gift, but it's just I just have a different brain. I just have a different way of taking in information. And for you guys, you don't have time to sort of sit and think and contemplate. So your gift is like, because you're so active and proactive and you're busy with like getting on with life and doing things, because you're that person, you just know things. So that's your gift. Like, you have to, we have to have some sort of sense of where we're going. Everybody has a sixth sense. So just trust it, okay? And stop trying to be like other people. Whoa. This group, my god, the energy is so different. It's actually giving me a little bit of a headache. Just right there. It's sort of showing me it's showing me Mickey Mouse. You know the way Mickey Mouse has got like that like thing here, and then now I'm seeing the ears and everything. So Mickey Mouse. Okay, now they're saying when the cat's away, the mice will play. Don't know what that's about. Maybe you are maybe you guys are waiting for someone to sort of leave so you can kind of have a little bit of fun, do a little bit of naughty stuff. I don't know what that is about, but it's there's been energy circulating in your sort of, for some people it feels like the sacral, the sexual energy, sort of sexual energy circulating around down there. Whoa. It's like a vortex trying to suck you in. But it's yours, so you're not really getting sucked in. Oh my god, sorry. This is a different group altogether. This is a very different group. I don't know what you're healing, but it feels like you guys are healing the bullshit. You're getting down and dirty to the truth. You're like, this is what I need, this is what I want, let's get going. You want to see my pants. Sorry. Ooh, I'm actually seeing you know that effect of like when like a corner of a street of a building, and it's like, why do they keep showing me this like triangular shape? First they showed me like the point going this way, and now they're showing me it like this. Whoa. Oh, some of you are afraid of heights. Wow. They just, ooh. That made me go dizzy. Whoa. Some of you are afraid of heights because now I'm on the building, on top of the building, and maybe there's somewhere that you're afraid, like, oh, I don't know what the height thing is. That could be a goal of yours, to conquer a fear. If it's not heights, it could be just, this is a goal that you want to set for yourself, is to, oh god. I'm so disorientated right now. I feel a little woozy because I'm literally looking down and it's like, I'm not afraid of heights. I love heights, but this is not good. So yeah, they were showing me like the Mickey Mouse's like hairline. I don't even know if his hairline goes like that. Does it? I'm gonna have to Google that. But then now that because of the building, when you're looking at a building on a corner, like high buildings, they've got like that shape. Do they? Why does it look like that though? This is a bit random. This is random as heck. But anyway, now I'm seeing the number 14. I don't know if it's the 14th floor and it's going to be significant, or the number 14. Just look out for that. That could be a little predictive stuff there. Throwing it out, trying to guide you the way. Maybe you're going to go on a date and you're going to go back to someone's apartment and it's like apartment 14. Don't know why I'm saying that, but the number 14 in general is another thing that they're showing me here. Might not mean that. Remember, don't take everything literal. Not every one of these messages for everybody. But I am just seeing this building and the flat 14 or floor 14 or whatever. I'm also hearing that some of you are going to have to get used to things going at the pace that they are going. I don't know what that means, but something about the pace. It's like it went, you know, when someone puts the shoe down. Sorry, that's the thing that we say in Ireland. The shoe down means like when they put the gas down and they're like, you know, when you sink in, it's like it went like that and then it sort of braked and it was like, it's like the universe is sort of saying, wait, stop. Check yourself. Are you where you want to be right now? They're saying you are exactly where you want to be right now, but you still feel so... You just feel not yourself. So that's why it will sort of pick up and slow down and pick up and slow down. It's going to have the... You're going to have to get used to this sort of like... It's like reminded me now of when I was trying to drive, when I was learning to drive. Like, you know, getting used to like these chugs that you're going to go through. So yeah. Because it could be that there's some sort of a relationship thing here or a long distance thing where you're having to go back and forth and visit this person or something along the lines of that. But yeah. Each group, I just couldn't, the more I start doing the channeling, I can't stop. I could just sit there, like sometimes I've sat there for myself and talked and voice noted things out. And I use Otter actually. If anyone likes to do this kind of thing and journal and then go back and look at it, use Otter AI. It's really good to like talk out loud and then look back at it. But sometimes I can sit there and I'm thinking, oh, I'm only doing this for like 15-20 minutes. My eyes are a little sore, so I'm gonna put on my glasses. But yeah, most of the time I can sit there for like an hour and be like, oh god, that was way too long. Because what happens is your throat starts to get very sore because you overuse that ability to take the information in and use your throat chakra to get it out. Okay? Because some people, you know, can overpaint. Like they spend hours and hours painting and it's like they burn out. It's like you don't want to burn out when you're working with spirit. Okay? We have the sun and light. Yeah, you don't want to, you know, burn out the candle. Speaking of which, I need to get a new candle soon because that one's going to burn out. Yeah. So. Right, hello, I need a light. This is 2 girls. There's a row. There's something about it just seems like a city vibe is waiting for you, or just very romantic city vibes. I'm hearing like maybe watching Emily in Paris. I've never watched that. I just know it's about Emily and she's in Paris or something. Maybe watching that or something about, if it's a movie or a TV show, I'm not sure. I just know it's on Netflix or something. There's something about it. I'm getting a real hint there that there's, yeah, change. Okay, we have change here, wind, like a big whirlpool. Now I'm thinking on looking up at the Empire State Building. Jesus Christ. Well, that's another tower, so the Eiffel Tower. Okay, Okay, and this card is really nice. Don't tell me there's an Eiffel Tower in that, is there? There's a city in the background. What else is there? There's a raven too. So ravens for me actually are about fears. So you might be fearing, again, fears coming up. You might be afraid of a change that's coming in the wind or whatever. But don't be afraid, because the minute you just let yourself go with it, this feels like it kind of resonates. I'm moving to Australia, which is still a city, but I was seeing more like Paris, London, Milan, Abu Dhabi. Sorry. I was just seeing more like skyscrapers and tower and like higher buildings or something. But yeah, it's just like with me, here's a little bit of advice actually. I was really worried about moving to Australia. I was just like, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? And I had so much like worries come up. And I went to a healer lady. I've went to her a good few times now, and she really helps me. And she was actually channeling information. It was crazy. But going to like a healer or going to someone to just talk about it and like whatever changes are coming, I think that that's the thing that needs to be done here. Is like, I think you need that sit down session with just someone to really get things off your chest, because you know it could be good changes are coming, but it's human nature to sort of get like, and you know, the thing is, we all worry about loads of different things, but sometimes we feel like we shouldn't be complaining when everything is great. And it's like, we're adjusting. We're adjusting to the good. Like, we're adjusting to the things getting better. So we don't believe it. It's the ego's like, trying to say to us, like, yeah, it's not going to last. Like, eh. So that's why you do need to talk to people. You need to talk it out and have these conversations, okay? Motion, air. Yeah, there's a lot of... See, it's bringing me back to that... And this is like horses at the ready. It's like racing. Don't race. There you go, actually. If any of you are trying to race or do a drag race or something, don't do that. Don't speed. But yeah, motion. Things are going to get in motion. I'm seeing a girl now flagging down like Need for Speed. Sorry. But yeah, things are going to move fast. It's going to feel like... Because it's going to feel like a race, that thrill. There's going to be a lot of adrenaline, but there's going to be stops and chugs and things, like I said. So yeah, okay. I didn't even really, that was actually kind of interesting. I was just using it like that instead of like pulling a card. But let's see, a question I want to ask is, relationship wise, what is it that they need to know about this connection that they're going to make? You got North. When I see this card, I just think on the North Node, the North Star. Your current karma meaning action, your current action that you need to take, that is expansion, okay? And I think that that's why the city's gonna break your heart. I heard that. But that's not the truth. You have this feeling like something about the city or this change is going to be lonely, or you're because there's a bit of like a leaving behind a part of you or something, and you're not ready to do that just yet. But it's okay. Like, things are gonna be okay. This is one as well. This is the very first card. But yeah, like there's someone down here, and then there's like all this geometry here, which with the North card, it's sort of like your internal clock knows what it's doing. So don't resist anything. Just let yourself go with the flow with this. But yeah, enjoy it. Don't freeze. Don't freeze up. That's what I'm getting. I don't think I need to pull tarot cards for you guys, actually. Yeah, I don't. Because that just happened. When that happens, that means, you know, your time is up. That's not anything negative. It's just like, I've talked too much now. And if I keep going, this will be another half an hour. So yeah, but last thing I want to say, I said this to all the other groups. If you would like to join my community, I'm going to be doing like free readings I'm going to do this for anyone that joins each time. So I'm going to do like groups of 10. So I might do this once a month just to get people sort of on the community, mingling, and yeah, so once these, I'll have a link down below. You click the link, join, and once you join, I'll contact you and send you a private link that will connect you to a Zoom meeting that I will do, and there's going to be like 10 spaces for people, and when we have a group of 10, we'll go ahead. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.